Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here with a brand new speed build. Finally, a speed build. It's been a long time and I'm excited because I've been building my little tush off for you guys for this December so that we have a few builds to watch on the channel. And one reason why they've been taking so long is because I've been doing this humongous contemporary build, which I actually posted on Twitter, and a few of you guys, I think, were getting pretty hyped about it. So I'm excited to post that when it's finally furnished. But anyways, for this speed build, this is a new house for Aria from my twins LP, but it's actually just a really nice family home. It's really pretty and picturesque, and it's a great home if your Sims are wanting to start a family, or they've just started a family and they have a little bit of savings up their sleeve, because basically it's got a smallish kitchen, small lounge, small dining, and then an extra room that could be an office, and then upstairs there's a master bedroom and ensuite, and then two smaller bedrooms with a shared ensuite. So this would be perfect for a couple with maybe 2 or 3 kids. But yeah, anyways, I really just did this I was going to say spontaneously is what I'm looking for, because a lot of you guys in the LP were like, yeah, Aria really needs to move. And originally I thought, I don't really have time to do a speed build while I'm finishing off working full time, and it's around Christmas and it's just, there's a lot going on. I will say though, if you don't know already, I am returning to full-time YouTube in the new year. So I will be making a lot more videos, which is really exciting, because it's been hard doing this 6 months of working full-time and doing YouTube. It's actually been one of the most challenging times for me, just trying to get enough sleep, trying to have time to socialize with people and run a YouTube channel and be putting enough into my work life too. So it's been tricky. I'm glad I've done it. I wanted to get 6 months experience of the graphic design industry at least. So I'm glad I've done it, and I miss you guys and making more content for you. So to the new year. 2016 is the year for Simlies. I am just pumped to get started. But anyways, back to the speed build. So I'm just struggling a little bit here with roofing. I was kind of thinking, should we put some dorms in? And I decided to pull those out, which are nice little accents to each of the rooms. They're a nice little space to fill. And yeah, this is going to be a blue house too. It's a little bit more of a traditional build, but it also, I guess, has some contemporary furnishing in it. It's going to have one big modern window, which I imagined the character of Aria from my twins LP. She was brought up in a very wealthy family, but because of the drama in her life, her family pretty much lost all of their money, so she ended up living in a little shack. And now finally, she's found the love of her life, Eric, and they want to live happily ever after in this family home and start a family here. So I wanted to really imagine what I thought her character would be like in real life, and I thought she's the type of girl who would dream of having the house with the white picket fence. There'd be a lot of natural light. Everything would be really lovely, a lot of cream as well. Like, she would be potentially a little bit OCD with keeping things clean. Like, don't sit on the cream couch unless, like, if you're eating, don't sit on the cream couch. You know what I mean? And she would also have a bit of modern taste too, amongst traditional taste. So that's what we were going with. And I just feel like she'd make everything really nice. So the story is, before they moved into this house, they redid the kitchen and bathrooms. So there's new kitchen and bathrooms in there. And I just like doing that because I think it's quite realistic. Usually if you renovate a home, you're going to renovate the kitchen and bathrooms first, because they're kind of the first things to get a little bit more wear and tear. So I thought that was realistic. Anyways, this lot is very big. You can expand this house really easily. There's plenty of room to do that. But I just decided to keep the lot appearing as if it was a bit smaller with a lot of trees around it. I wanted it to be very lush, very green, very family friendly. And it's good because you can kind of maybe put a little playground next to it, or a little bit of a, garden or something like that. So that's a little bit of fun. we're going to remove some of the windows at the front of the house because there's a little bit too many right now. And I love this pathway, how it goes all around the house. There's a lot of lavender. Lavender is one of my favorite flowers. I love the smell of lavender. I think the description of these flowers in the game isn't actually lavender. They're like nice purple flowers. And then there's some other ones that are lavender. But I'm like, come on. That is for shizzle my nizzle lavender in my mind. So that's what we're popping in. The landscaping was pretty simple. It's not overly manicured. There's a real sense of organicness in the garden, which I thought was really pretty. For Aria's house, even though she likes everything to be perfect, I still think she understands that a garden needs to look, I don't know, organic. So, yeah. Yep. And putting a couple of trees in the front. Mismatched trees. Gotta love that. And yeah, I'm actually recording this voiceover in my lunch break at work, so I'm just like really hyper right now. I've had a coffee. Melbourne has very good coffee, just so you guys know. If you ever come to Melbourne, have a coffee. It's awesome. And work's been quite busy today. I was up till 2 a.m. this morning trying to upload videos, but it wouldn't upload. So then I was watching the 64-byte stream while building this house with James and Critic Zeus. So I was watching that. That's a good stream. If you guys are looking for a stream to watch weekly, I think their stream is on... this is in Australia time. It is on a Monday at 8 p.m, I think. Mondays at 8 p.m. Every week. So it's actually a really nice stream to check out. Usually it's Sims or maybe it's always Sims. I don't know, but I just like it. I enjoy watching people play Sims while I build my Sims or I watch Sex and the City. So that's my thing. By the way, listen to the brand new Justin Bieber album this week. And I know some of you guys are going to dislike me saying this because I was not into Bieber. My girlfriends are like, I love Bieber. And I was like, oh, whatever. But you know what? That album is really good. It's a really good album. So is The Weeknd's new album. The Weeknd, spelled Weeknd. Big fan of it. It's a very dark album. There's a lot of troubling things brought up in his music. So a lot of the actual lyrics and whatnot, I kind of don't agree with. It kind of makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable how he does kind of talk about women particularly. But his voice and the music's just really, really something. So warning to little Simley, it's probably not the best music for you guys to be listening to, but Simley is my age. It's really powerful. It's really good. Anyway, so we're going with some white floorboards in the house. I just thought white was pretty cool. White tiles. So this is the new kitchen we're just laying out. And the room on the top right-hand side, I'm actually running, I suppose it's like a competition. But really I'm just asking someone to make that room into something for the LP. Make it into anything you want. And the hashtag on the gallery. You can download this house on the gallery. My username is Deligracy. And then if you download this, furnish the room, you can then just upload the room under the hashtag Aria's house. And I'm going to go through them and pick a room to use in the LP. So if you want more information about that, just watch Twins LP Part 46, Baby and New House. And there's more information there. Alrighty, so up here are the bedrooms, master bedroom on the left, and on the right is the two other bedrooms. And now we're going to get into furnishing. Yay! In this part, I was like, oh, I really want a nice, solid entrance light, like nice hanging light. And I just couldn't find one I liked. I don't know. I think because I really want a plain white chandelier or a silver chandelier. As opposed to gold to use in houses that maybe aren't so traditional. That would be really good because the chandeliers that are more contemporary that we have, they're too long. You can't use them on the shorter wall heights because they touch the ground almost. So, yeah. I'm enjoying having cream walls and white tiles, and they actually fit in perfectly with these counters. So we're going to put a half wall in the kitchen because I haven't used many half walls in builds yet. So I figured, you know what, let's use those. And I was going through a few builds by a few other people in the gallery, and I was getting a lot of inspiration for half walls. So it just made me feel like I want to use them. I kind of feel like I put a column at the end of that half wall now. Damn, I should put a column in there. Well, I might add that in the LP later on. But awkward as I forgot a fridge again. I regularly forget fridges and builds. I don't know why, but I just always forget them. And I know at the time I'm thinking, I feel like something's missing, and I never know what it is, and it seems so blatantly obvious. It's just a little bit odd. And kind of nice having the stove facing out to the living area so you can kind of cook while chatting to someone. I liked that. And on the other side, you could put the bench counters with some chairs if you wanted. That could kind of be cool. And over in this nook here, I was thinking about putting an outside door, but I figured, we don't need that many doors going outside. So we actually go with this big modern window. And I imagine that Aria would have put that in because she would have really wanted a nice study nook where she could work at her computer, get some work done, and look out into the neighborhood. So I thought that was kind of nice. Here we're going to be using some furniture that she had in her old house. So we're going with the coral pink chairs again, with the nice coral pink matching flowers on the tabletop. I did build another house for the twins. They were twin townhouses. Get it? I thought that was quite clever. It's terrible. But yeah, I just thought, we'll keep it realistic. She's probably kept some of her furniture. Not all of us can afford to buy brand new furniture every time we move. Imagine that. Imagine being like, yep, we're moving, and I'm going to completely rebuy all of my furniture. That's insane. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. I have this thing where I love beautiful things, and I have spent money on singular items that maybe the average person wouldn't. And some people would say, well, that's foolish to spend that much money on a chair or a bag or whatever. But the thing is, I only get items that are classic that I'm going to have for a long time. And I definitely have a limit of what I think is okay. For instance, I personally would love a beautiful car, but I would never, ever, no matter how wealthy I was, buy a Maserati or a Ferrari or some incredible hundreds of thousands of dollars car. Because I just think that's excessive. Or even like an Hermes bag. It's like a $10,000 to $30,000 bag, probably even more. I couldn't do that. I just could not do that. Maybe a more like, if you really want to and you work really hard, you earn your own money, go treat yourself to a designer handbag. Go spend $1,000. Go spend $2,000 if you really want to, but don't go spend $30,000. Like, come on. That's just my opinion. But of course, everyone's different. And someone watching this probably does have an Hermes bag. And I mean, that's pretty cool. So each to their own, but that's just me. It's just me. And yeah. I think I just hit coffee low. Coffee just ended. Coffee high just it got me through that rant, and now I've hit the wall. Oh dear. It's nice to just chill out with you guys though and have a little bit of a chinwag about building Sims houses. Isn't it fabulous we can do this? I love it. I really do. But yeah, other things to do with this house. I think maybe in the LP we're going to stay in this house for a while. They've done a lot of moving around, and I just feel like this house seems right for the LP. It feels right for the girls, so I'm going to keep them here. At least Aria and Eric will definitely settle down here because I think it's good for them. And it's actually a very simple build. This is the kind of house that, because it's symmetrical builds can be really, really quite easy to build quickly. Whereas when you start doing houses that are asymmetrical and have lots of angles and then you have to do the roofing on them, it's kind of a nightmare. So this one was a nice simple one, but sometimes simple is best. This is a really nice blue chair, by the way. We're going to whack it in the corner there to match the blue door. So cute. So cute. And we also get some photos in the LP to put on the wall, which I've actually included in screenshots from the LP. So that makes it definitely feel a little bit more homely. But if you were to download this house, you might be like, WTF, why are there random pictures of someone else's Sims in my house? Actually, now I think of it, I didn't upload that version to the gallery, so it's fine. It's all good. All G. Yeah. But next year, when I do go full-time YouTuber, good English? I don't even know if that makes sense. But anyway, when I am doing YouTube full-time in the new year, my plan is I'm working my butt off this December because I finish at my current job on Christmas Eve. And then I will be exhausted because I'm trying to get heaps of videos out during December, so everyone has plenty of videos to watch. So once I finish that tricky time, I'm going to need a week off. So I'm going to go away with boy Deligracy. We're going to go camping, just get in his car, drive somewhere, camp, just relax, really get my head in the game for the whole year. One thing, if you're another YouTuber, you'll know this because you have to, you run your channel. You decide how hard you want to work on it, when you want to work it. You dream up what your channel is going to be. I feel like you need a lot of thinking time where you just step back, think about how it's looking, what you want to change, what your aims are, what the challenges are. And that's what that time's going to be for me. So there will be 1 week where there are no videos. And I think that's important for me to have a breather and to then go all out, get into it and have some fun. Hoping to do more vlogs, a few more lifestyle things. I'm also, of course, going to keep up The Sims because I'm obsessed, and that is Deligracy, The Sims, pretty much. But I'm also wanting to, do vlogs and also maybe try a few other games too. But not to worry, The Sims will be very much, it will continue to be the focus game of the channel. So, because I don't think I could not play Sims for I could probably go a month without playing Sims, but I know there would be a lot of times during that month when I would really feel like playing The Sims. I just want to play it. It would suck to not be able to play Sims when I feel like it. Now that I play it so much, so don't worry. That what I'm trying to say is there will be plenty of Sims. Oh dear. And yes, this is the beige lounge room. It's very white, very cream, and I thought that was very Aria. So unfortunately, the graphics in The Sims, I don't feel like they represent the color white overly well. I don't know. I feel like whites should be brighter than they are from the lighting engine in the game, perhaps. For some of the furniture, I'm not really sure what it is. Maybe I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's to do with the textures. But when you do create rooms that are cream and white, I feel like they don't look as awesome as they might in real life, because all white rooms in real life are pretty awesome. They look pretty badass. So I like them. Putting in some plants, a nice little gardening wheelbarrow on the side there. Do you guys call wheelbarrows something different in other countries? I wonder if that's an Australian thing, wheelbarrow. Actually, no, I think reading British literature, wheelbarrow is a British word. So I don't know in the US what you call it. What does it look like? It looks like a thing on wheels. A wheel. Maybe you guys call it like a wheel bowl. Wheel storage. I don't know. All right, so this is the master bedroom. Really struggling with the beds we have right now. We need more beds. Please, Sims, please make us more beds. It is my biggest request because, no, actually it's not my biggest request, but it's something we really need. It's just, I wish all the beds had plain white or grey doona covers, because all the patterns, they never are the colours or the style that I want them to be. So it's really hard picking a bed for Aria. And the other thing is I feel like I've used them all. So I'm just wanting something a little bit different. But I went with this bed. I think we might change the color of it or even the bed entirely. Yeah, we do get a different bed soon. Just because I felt like it was looking a little bit drab for Aria. And I don't know, to put it simply, I just wasn't feeling it. So we do change it up. And these lamps are pretty cool. I thought the pink was really cute. We go with a bit of a pink theme in a second, and then I was just like, well, too much pink. Aria is the type of girl who would be like, okay, so I'm going to have Eric in my life now. We'll share the master bedroom, so we need to be, have both genders in the room. And that's something my sister says. She's like, you always need to buy a doona cover that isn't too girly so that if your boyfriend stays over, he feels comfortable. I thought that was quite funny. I don't know if I agree with that. I think you should just do whatever makes you happy, but I don't know. I kind of enjoy, I remember when I first went to Boy Deligracy's house, I got a real kick out of how like masculine his place is compared to mine. Like he has this wall where the house he's in didn't come with a wardrobe, and he was like, well, I don't want to buy a wardrobe, so he put nails in the wall and just hangs his clothes off the nails, and then there's all his tools hanging up and tools everywhere and lots of green plants and stuff, and it's really cool. It might sound weird to you guys, but it actually looks really cool, and I don't know, I enjoyed that. So maybe you should keep your rooms looking feminine. Maybe that's just nice to have a change every now and then. I don't know. Well, keep doing what makes you happy. I think that's really the right thing to do in life. Hashtag Deli's life lessons. All right, so this is a master bedroom. These windows were in a bit of an awkward spot because usually I would like these sinks to be next to each other. But then again, it makes two areas for the couple living in the house. So that's cool. And we're going to put some curtains up in the bedrooms, give it a bit of privacy. And I know the room's looking really drab right now, so we're actually going to put in a nice vibrant wallpaper, or at least a blue wallpaper, which is good. And then, putting in the basic things like the towels. You're going to need to, oh my Lord, I forgot a towel once when I was in Italy staying in this accommodation. No, there were no towels. That's right. And I was like, okay. So I had a shower and I remember drying myself. This is so sad. I dried myself entirely with toilet paper. It was so sad because I was really sick that day and I was like stuck inside in Venice, and oh my gosh, it was not a good time, which is a shame because Venice is arguably one of the most beautiful cities in the world, very romantic. But my experience there was that I wasn't able to enjoy it fully because I was unwell. I had a tummy bug, in case you guys were wondering. Everything I ate went straight through me, and I don't know if that's TMI, but it's true. And I mean, I lost 8 kilos. Some people might say, woo, but I looked like Gollum when I got back home. And then, yeah, so that was my Italia story. Anyways, so now we're finishing up almost on the bathroom. We're going to leave a couple of rooms free. So these 2 bedrooms, we'll make one into a guest room because I thought Laurie would sleep there. And I completely forgot about Thorne's bedroom. I don't know why. Maybe I thought, Thorne will go live with Laurie. Who knows? And so in the screenshots, I'll show you Thorne's room because I did finish it in the LP when I realized. But this right now is just the guest room and it's really pink. It's like Aria's little room that she's made for guests, and Laurie's probably going to stay there for a bit and really be hating on the pink. So I thought that was kind of funny. So Aria though. And I feel like if you guys are familiar with my LPs, I feel like Aria from the Twins LP is very similar to Trinity from my Sims 4 LP, the first LP I did, which for those of you wondering where it is, it hasn't ended. I'm just taking a break from it because we're going to get it to 100 parts. Woo! We're up to like 50 something, maybe 60 something. So we're going to get there, but sometimes you need a break, refresh, and then you keep on going. But they're similar in that they're perfectionists and they don't actually have that sim trait, but in my mind, they're perfectionists and they love to be feminine. They love soft pastel colors and they take pride in having a lovely family home. So, yep. Trying all the different beds, I just kept changing my mind. It's amazing how long this takes for me to decide what kind of bed to use. We're just a little bit restricted in the bedding department, I think, in The Sims 4. But getting there. And then... If you guys have seen Dude, Where's My Car? It's a very funny movie. Really old, but really funny. And to finish off, we're just putting in some white paneling here before we jump into the screenshots and take a look at those. But I like the wooden paneling. It just breaks up, the flat walls in the house. So here we go. Here's the beautiful exterior of the house. It's very blue. It's very picturesque. And it's very symmetrical, very simple. I like the brick detail on the bottom too. It reminds me of a house, my friend's house when I was growing up. And here's the dining/kitchen, the entrance hall with the photos on the wall. And it's just very simple. The beige lounge. Lots of double glass doors, the upstairs landing with the nice bookshelves. And then we're going to have a look at the master bathroom. Well, that wasn't meant to go in there. This is Thorn's room with the new little baby. Baby. And then this is the master bathroom. There we go. And we'll take a look at the guest bedroom. Very pink. And here's the master bedroom. And Eric's just lying on the bed there, having a little bit of a snoozle, which is nice. And yeah, but anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. And I look forward to speaking to you soon.